When was the last time you had date night? Yeah, you. Would you even know what to do if you had a date night? COVID has really affected families. And one of the impacts is that couples have had less time for themselves because the whole family has been together. But they're not the only ones. Lots of people have had troubles in marriage because they never have time together anymore. Hi, I'm Pastor Andy Ferguson, pastor of the First Baptist Church in Yakima, Washington. And we're doing a series on family matters because families do matter. And I want to talk tonight about a subject that I think we all would like to hear about and like to experience, and that's date night. And I was talking to a couple recently who've been married for nearly 7 years, and they started out with kids right away. And so they didn't have, a lot of time. It was like just jump into the deep end of the pool right away, and boom, they're full-time parents and full-time marriage, and so on and so forth. And it came out in the conversation that they have not had a date night in 7 years. And that just astounded me. And as I've talked to some other people, and I realized that that is the case for a lot of people. And it's been made even worse through COVID. And my heart just goes out to couples, because when do couples have time just for themselves? And how do you even have a meaningful conversation if, number one, you've got kids around all the time, number two, you're tired because you've been going all the time? If you don't have a date night, where you can get away and just be with each other and for each other, it's going to be hard to maintain that romantic love that started the relationship in the first place. And I, for one, believe that romantic love is important in a marriage and necessary. It's important that we value and appreciate and cherish one another in marriage. If you didn't catch my introduction video, my wife and I have been married for 44 years, married my high school sweetheart, and we love each other more now than we did when we first got married. But a big part of that was because we had a very loving community in our church that helped us and actually provided date night babysitters at no charge to us every week so that we could have a regular date night. And I can't tell you how much that helped our relationship, because it wasn't always easy. We had some major trials, which maybe in this series I'll get into some of them. But we had some major issues in our relationship that we had to work through. And not just between us, but just family issues, financial issues. And that stressed our relationship out. And it was important that we had time just to, talk to each other. And so, how do you do date night? What does that look like? Do you have the resources? Do you have family that you can rely on to watch your kids? Or do you have a regular babysitter? Or do you have the money even to pay for a babysitter? These are all questions, of course, but I'm surprised to find out that how many couples don't even think about having a date night. It's sort of like we get into this mode of life is just going on and on and on, and oh yeah, that'd be nice, but and we skip it because, something comes up, the kids have got to get to soccer, or like I said, with COVID, we're all stuck in the same house now, and we're not supposed to go out, and by the way, restaurants are closed anyway, so what are you going to do? Can't go to the movies, can't go out to eat, what are you going to do? So it's harder. Like I said, COVID has impacted all of us. Well, we want to help. My wife and Ann and I, who you'll meet sometime soon, we want to help. We want to be able to help advise couples, talk to you. We want to maybe have a marriage class that you can join in and talk about these kind of issues together with other couples. We want to provide resources. I'm the lead pastor of the First Baptist Church in Yakima. We call it First Baptist Comunidad Cristiana because we're a bilingual, bicultural ministry. And, we're a small church, but we believe family matters. And in 2021 and beyond, we are going to put emphasis on supporting families. It has really come to my attention that this is a critical need, and we want to do that. So perhaps one of the things that we would do is provide date night services for couples so that couples can go have date night. So if that would be something interesting to you and you live in the Yakima area, let us know. We want to help you and your family survive, not just survive, but to thrive. We want to provide resources that will help you be healthy families, stable families, positive families that actually love each other. that know how to honor one another and how to communicate. Yeah, communication is such a huge issue in relationships. And so many couples, we've found out, have no clue as to actually how to really communicate. And we'll be addressing that on a regular basis. But right now, tonight, I just kind of want to stimulate your thinking and get you to, talk to us or to talk to each other at least in like date night. Yeah, when was the last time we had a date night? And I hope you're not like my friends who haven't had a date night since they were married 7 years ago. We would like to help you do something about that. So if you want to join in the conversation, please contact me. My number is 509-902-4623, or you can email me at aferguson57@gmail.com. And I hope that you like this video. You can see my intro video by clicking here. If you like this series, subscribe down here and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever we have a new video. But let's get a communication going. Put something in the chat, in the comments, and I'll respond. And let's see if we can't help families, because families matter.